Welcome back to Let's Play Pirates of the Swordcoast. I decided to talk to this random Umberland acolyte. And have you heard? The High Priestess has returned, Sister Tessina, and she brought the final statue too. The entire temple is aflutter. I have some questions about Tessina and her statue. Did she mention anything about a really cute parrot? I'd answer anything for a pirate like you. I'm not giggling. What is it you'd like to know about Sister Tessina? Why is everyone so excited about a statue? Why, it's the last great of the great sea statues. During the time of troubles, the moon goddess Selûne stole them from Umberlee and gave them to Shantae, the earth goddess, who scattered and hid them across the lands. The time of troubles? What's that? Oh, you silly pirates, always so worried about the here and now, while the history of the world slips through your fingers. The time of troubles was a period when the gods were forced to walk the earth as mortals. Many gods died or lost their powers. How fascinating. The teachings of Lao Tzu say nothing of such a time. Imagine what it would be like to eat a god. Umberlee survived, luckily, though she's been understandingly very upset with Selûne and Shantae ever since. The loss of the statues cut very deep. How many statues were there? Aye, too many if you ask me. We should have listened to Martins when we had the chance, Captain. This is the fourth and final statue. Members of our tiny sisterhood have been traveling the known world for decades in search of them. The first was found buried in the Dale lands, and two more were discovered as far afield as Mazteca and Karatur. Sister Tessina unearthed the last one in the sands of the Yonarok Desert. Not true. It must have been horrible for her to be so far from water. Why is it so hard to be away from water? Without water, she can't bathe. Without bathing, she wouldn't smell so heavenly. Speaking of which, boss. Jesus. Umberlee is the goddess of the sea. As you can well imagine, our powers are greatly weakened if we stray too far from it. Even Sister Tessina would have been easy prey. That's why it's taken us so long to recover the statues. What does Tessina plan to do with the statue? And how can we stop her, eh, Captain? She's returning it to its rightful place, silly, the temple under the sea. Fiddler's Green, you pirates call it. All the senior priestesses are inside the temple now, re-sanctifying the statue in preparation for the journey. Where is this Fiddler's Green? It's one of the mysteries of the faith and a secret not for telling, pirate. According to legend, however, Fiddler's Green is where sailors go when they're dead, so perhaps you'll find it someday. Back to my other questions. Where's Tessina now? Sister Tessina, she's in the inner sanctum with the other senior priestesses. They're holding a storm call in order to sanctify the last sea statue. Isn't it exciting? Can you take me to the inner sanctum? Yes, I wish to study it if I may. You can take us there, yes? Me? Oh no, I'm just a junior priestess, and you're just a pirate. Maybe you'd be allowed in if there wasn't anything going on, but during something as sacred as a storm call, visitors simply aren't allowed. What's a storm call? It's bad news is what it is. It's a very sacred ceremony where the senior priestesses call upon Umberlee's powers to stir the depths. Whirlpools are seen in the harbor and the sky opens up with lightning and thunder. It's a time of renewal and rebirth, the start of a new journey. How do storms and whirlpools bring renewal and rebirth? The rainstorms help the crops grow and wash the cobbles clean, while the whirlpools stir the nutrients from the seabed to nourish the creatures of the sea. Sadly, many see Umberlee as a bringer of death. To us, however, she is a giver of life. Goodbye. Well, I'm gonna go into your damn building anyway. I'm moonwalking.
Hello there.
You pirates are all the same, aren't you? It's all about the chase, all about the conquest. It's a game for you, isn't it? Well then, what about when the game's over? What then? Foolish pirates. Now if you don't mind, I'm very busy waiting for someone else.
Who are you waiting for?
Rick! Waiting for Mr. Right, Rick! I don't see what business it is of yours. Oh, what does it matter? I'm simply waiting for Pegleg Paulson, but to be frank, I'd been rather hoping someone better might come along. One pirate's much like another, right?
What is it that you really want?
Sweetie, want a cracker?
I want a change of pace. I want to travel. I want something more adventurous than trying to smuggle yet another lusty pirate into the temple. I want a captain, not a crewman. I want... Oh, I don't know what I want. All I know is that Pegleg wasn't it.
Could you smuggle me into the temple? Aye, between the two of us, we're only half as lusty as those other pirates, right, mate?
You pirates are all alike. Look, if you want the details...
I do believe there are two kinds of pirates. Aye, there be lovers on the one hand, see, and the other there be...
Oh dear, not this speech again. Freebooters are pirates of the disreputable sort, scoundrels and scallywags. Their word means nothing. Privateers, on the other hand, are the noblemen of their word, protectors of the innocent, blah, blah, blah.
I wish to speak to Sister Tessina.
No, I don't think I could help you with that. I've smuggled my fair share of lusty pirates in the temple over the years, but never during a storm call. It simply wouldn't be proper. Besides, as I was telling you, I'm waiting for someone else.
Okay. You, lady. Let's have a chat.
Hello.
Oh.
Ah, so you're the new drifter who floated into town. I was wondering when you might show up. Sweetie Marie saw your raft while you were still quite a ways out to sea, so we were able to shift the currents to bring you safely ashore.
Priestess!
But enough of that. Welcome to Spindrift in the Temple of Umberlee. How can we bestow the blessing of the sea goddess upon you today?
Yeah, do you eat fish?
There are many misconceptions about the goddess Umberlee and those who worship her. We sisters do what we can to clear up those misconceptions and bring about richer understandings of Umberlee's role within the pantheon.
A colleague saw a vision before we left Neverwinter. Aye, it chilled him to the bone. He spoke of a beautiful woman conquering the land from atop a frothy wave, leaving destruction in her wake. It was Umberlee, I told him then. He was drowning himself in drink, refusing to join us as we set sail.
Yes, it was a message sent by Umberlee herself, a message of great joy and celebration. The last of the great sea statues has been reclaimed, and our goddess is to be restored to her rightful place.
The vision didn't seem joyful and celebratory.
We mortals see what we want to see and hear what we want to hear. It is our nature. Your colleague chose to fear this vision when others may have chosen to embrace it. As mortals, we choose to face every moment of our lives.
But the same could be said about your priestesses.
That we are naive? That our faith is blind? That we are deceived by it? It is a risk we take, sailor. It is a risk we must take if there is to be hope. Be grateful that we do not take it blindly.
Tell me about the sea statues.
Yes, I wish to understand this aspect of the warm-blood goddess. The old gods always demanded offerings, not idols. They were stolen from Umberlee to weaken her during the times of troubles when the gods were forced to mingle with mortals and walk the earth. Our sisterhood has sought to reclaim them ever since and return them to their rightful place beneath the waves. High Priestess Tessina has just returned with the last of them and is sanctifying it within the inner sanctum as we speak. It will soon be time for her to make the final journey to Fiddler's Green, where the statues can be returned to Umberlee's keeping.
How will this be Tessina's final journey?
Fiddler's Green is a holy place. Those who go there to enter Umberlee's service. None have been known to return.
Back to my other questions. Goodbye. Okay. Interesting, this. Who's Shaky McGuire?
Hi, yes.
Yeah, you shouldn't sneak up on people like that, not when they're having a nervous deposition. Sorry, I'm Sailor Sam McGuire, but everyone just calls me Shaky. Is there something I can help you with? I'm looking for crew members to steal the Midnight Rose. Crew members? You mean head out to sea? I'm not ready for that. My recovery's not complete. Oh, okay, yeah, I definitely do not in any way want you on my crew. Good lord. I wonder, should I go talk to... I wonder if I should talk to Pegleg Paulson after meeting that woman. Actually seems like a bit of an idea, now that I think about it. There's Francis. There we go. Okay, so we're doing it backwards. I would be unfit for sea right now, lad. 'Twould be bring ye nothing but bad luck to have me. But ye could do me a favour and lure sweetie Marie aboard. 'Tis hard on the heart to see her face on market days. A little time and distance would do us good. How can I convince Marie to join my crew? There be a flower she loves that grows in a hidden place out by the lighthouse. Their colour always matched her eyes, and she'll take kinder to the offer if ye bring her one. We drew this here treasure map to make a game of it. Should you need a guide? That's what we're doing. Alright, we're getting another crew member. I've already got Sir Francis. Very honorable man, obviously. And I would like Longneck Langer. We might have to get Langer last, though. Just because, he's... I feel like I wish I could get Ketch, that'd be cool. But we might have to get Langer, like, last, because he's busy. You know, it's gonna take a bit of money to get him out. Paces? What? Okay, so I found the wagon wheel. Oh! Now go south to get to the large cactus. Interesting. Okay. The large cactus. It said southwest, didn't it? That's gonna say that's this way. That's a big cactus right there, homie. This is interesting. I have found the big cactus. Now go 63 paces northwest to get to the dragon skull. Dragon skull. Just a dragon skull sitting around on the beach? Makes sense. There's the dragon skull, I think. Gonna assume so. Found point is 23 paces northwest. We're still going, so this way. And a big mushroom. That's what she wants? Oh. Oh. Very nice. I dig it. Let me check for posterity's sake. Let's check over here. Looking for a place to stay, are you? I have this IOU in your name. Avast, I thought I'd seen the last of that one. Well, very well. Here's be a little something that always kept me warm at nights. It now be yours for keeping. Give me a helmet? Let's just say this is a magical helmet. This man obviously does not know what he had. Interesting. Now, who else do I have IOUs for? Fall stuff and Prugdush. Go see what Prugdush's IOU gets me. Maybe identify some of this stuff. This has been a very odd episode. Not a whole lot of fighting really going on, or any. I have this IOU in your name. IOA? IOA? Little paper thingy. Yo, okay. Let me just go around and see what we have. Ah, here, how's this? I forget what voice I gave Prugdush, but can you identify it? Nice. Masked Feller. Oh, that's it? Yeah, we're putting this on. I want to see this. Let me see. It lowers my AC by 2, but it also gives me full use of my dexterity, or it should at least. Yes, it does. That's not terrible. Yeah, I'm going to sell this. Yep. We'll wear the tunic for now. Again, I know it lowers my AC by 2, but it also... it also raises... It's good. It's because when I'm wearing the chain, I don't actually get use out of all my dexterity. Because it's a restricting piece of armor. So, trust.
Still waiting.
I'm looking for crew members to steal the Midnight Rose.
You're not flirting with me, are you? Promising me a life of adventure and escape from those stone walls? These stone walls? I bet you make such an offer to everyone. Well, if this is a simple business proposition, I'll not do it. I'm waiting for someone, remember? I picked these wildflowers for you.
I helped too, I did. Stop stealing all my thunder, Captain.
Oh, my, they're beautiful. Pegleg used to pick these for me. That's why I kept him around for so long, I think. I always loved the flowers more than I loved him. I think maybe I finally found who I've been waiting for. Thank you, Faltan. Let me go down to the Monkey's Cutlass and say my goodbyes to Peglegs. And my thanks as well, I guess. I know you wouldn't have been able to find these flowers without him. Let me know when you're ready to sail.
Aw. Alright. Another 3. We have another 2 that we want to get. But now we need to level. Very nice. Very nice. We could still be a champion of Torm if we wanted to. It actually might not be a terrible idea, because I think I would think that being a champion of Torm would be as opposed to something like Pale Master or something like this or whatever. It's just, I'd imagine it'd be somewhat easier to do, but although I can't be a normal paladin, but I can be a Pale Master or a champion of Torm. It's interesting. I got another favorite enemy. For no reason in particular, I'm going to pick reptilian humanoids. Again, no reason. Yeah, no reason. Alright. So we have 2 crew members. Quite nice. Quite nice. Okay. Well, I think that's where I'm going to end this episode. Sorry this one was a bit weirder. A lot of talking, a lot of exposition, but hopefully we won't have to do any of this really ever again. So I think in the next episode, you know, yeah, so I think in the next episode we are finally going to go and we're going to go into the, you know, the inner temple, and we're going to pay Tessina a visit, the bitch. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.